hello my little glowing beauties. My name is ashleyellix, and in this video today I am going to finally be testing and trying some of the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powders. I know, how have I not yet? It's been hyped for years, but I'm here to do it now. I picked up one of the Ambient Lighting Palette edits in Diffused Edit. I picked this palette because it comes with the original super hyped Diffused finishing powder. It comes with one of the Strobe Blushes and one of the bronzers, and I cannot wait to put this to the test for you guys and see if it's worth that hype, especially at that $68 price point, because you know I gotta find out. And if you're ready to find out with me, then let's go, boo. Boop. Let's get right into specifications and details. So yes, I picked up the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette Edit. There are 4 different palettes in this collection to choose from based on shades. I picked up the Diffused Edit shade trio, which comes with the Diffused Light Powder, the Euphoric Fusion Strobe Blush, and the Luminous Bronze Light. The Diffused Light Powder is more of that finishing powder as a topping, and it's supposed to add a lot of glow and kind of pick up the light and catch it really beautifully. The Strobe Blush is going to have that intense glowy blush. It's in the shade Euphoric Fusion, and the Luminous Bronze Light is supposed to be a beautiful bronzer. This retails for $68 at Ulta. All 4 shades were available there online, and I actually was able to pick mine up in stores. I was trying to decide between this and Dim Edit, and just so you know, I did actually switch out to get the Diffused from the Dim Edit, because when I looked at testers in stores, I was like, you know what, I think the Dim Edit might be a little too dark for me, which I usually am a shade light neutral in most foundations, so hopefully that helps you kind of navigate. And I think that this trio will be perfect. I was worried that the blush would be too dark, but after seeing the swatches and everything, I think that this palette will be really nice for my skin tone. I did see this particular shade Diffused Edit was also available at Nordstrom's for $64. I don't know why just the one shade, and I don't know why it's $4 cheaper there, but just so you know, that is information. I also did see some people saying that this was available on UK Sephora site. It's not available here in the States in Sephora. I don't know if it's more like an exclusive there, probably because they can't get it at Ulta. And oddly enough, I didn't see this on Hourglass's website. They have the original ambient lighting little trio palettes that don't have the blush and bronzer. It's more of like a mix of the ambient lighting powders that give a different kind of glow when you hit different types of lighting. And they have, I think it's 3 or 4 different shades that you can get, including a really deep one that they launched recently, which is finally glad to see them doing some deeper skin tones. It's about freaking time. But anyways, yeah, I picked mine up at Ulta, and I am ready to zoom you guys in, have my just foundation and concealer done, and try this all out for you guys. I am so late to this ambient lighting train, but I'm finally here to try it out. So what I'm gonna do to test this out, especially with the original like ambient lighting powder, which one is this? It's the Diffused Light. So I believe that's the one that like has most of the hype. I'm going to set my under eyes with that and then do my regular powder on the other side, just to see like side by side how much of a difference it actually makes. I'm just gonna take that little under eye brush and just, oh, I guess there's a mirror in here. Tap it right under there, because everybody, like the reviews that I saw, people were like gasping like, oh my gosh, look at how beautiful the under eye area looks. I'm not seeing anything like spectacular, honestly. Is it coming off enough? The pan is kind of hard. I'm a little anticlimactic. Let me take my favorite powder on the other side, the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. This doesn't have a shine, even though it's called Halo Glow. It's more about like keeping the skin more hydrated, and this one is a fraction of the cost. So let me take it on this side. Okay. Up close, I do see like a little bit of a shine on this side. Not like a shimmer, but just like a smidgen of glow. A smidgen. But what's weird is I almost feel like it took away my concealer a little bit more. Is that in my head? I don't know. And is this pan like a heart? No, I'm getting some on my finger. I don't know. I was just expecting it to be more. Wow, oh my goodness, what a difference. That's kind of how the Tarte glow powder is. This is the Shape Tape glow powder. This is the product that anytime I talk about it, I feel like people comment, oh, if you love that, how do you feel about the Hourglass ambient lightings? Or you should try it, you should let us know. And this powder is like blinding. So like a little bit goes a long way. That's almost kind of what I expect in this one, but it's not really giving me that. So let me like really swirl it in here. I guess I probably could set my whole face with it then. I can't really set my face with the Tarte glow powder because it's like too shiny almost, but if you just use a little bit, it looks really nice. So let me take it all over here. Yeah, it almost feels like it's wiping away some of the coverage underneath. Put a little bit more of the e.l.f. Halo Glow on this side to be fair. Tell me real quick, do you see a difference? So the e.l.f. Halo Glow, these lights will naturally add like some shine to my skin, but there's that side. There's the Hourglass side. It's like minute. It's very, very minuscule difference. So is it worth that price point? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Okay, that's both sides. I just went into my bathroom lighting, like the full length that I usually would get ready in, and I can see a little bit of a difference. I do see a very, very finely milled sparkle on the Hourglass side. So I think that's where that, you know, kind of lighting comes in. Maybe depending on how much you apply, you get some more of that, where the e.l.f. Glow just kind of looks healthy. It's still giving a nice glow. So like I said, kind of an accidental dupe. It's not as shimmery. It doesn't like have any shimmer in it, but it's a loose powder where this one is pressed. I just feel like everybody, like literally everybody that I saw reviewing this was just like, oh, that diffused look, that glow. And I'm just not getting that like I thought I would. But you tell me, am I crazy? Like, I don't know. I just saw people apply it under the eye and they're just like, oh, perfect. Wow. Wonderful. Brilliant. Beautiful.
They're never the same. Totally unique. Completely not ever been done.
Let's go into bronzer first because that is what I like to do. Has some nice pigment there. And let's go in and kind of, I haven't contoured or anything. Just add, I want you to be able to see the color. Ooh, that's a really pretty color. Yeah, I like that shade a lot. So these bronzers have like a swirled highlight kind of looking formula to it. That's a gorgeous color. That's a gorgeous shade. And it looks like it's building up nicely, which I prefer in a bronzer or blush to it not be so boom from the start. I like something that I can build up and work with. It's a little bit more friendly when I'm in a rush, so I don't put a giant streak of bronzer across my face. I like to put some on my nose, down here, just kind of bronze up a little bit. Really like that shade. That is really gorgeous. Warming up the face kind of shade. Let's go in with blush. So this blush I thought was gonna be too dark for me, but then I saw some swatches and I was like, you know what? I think it'll work, especially because it has that marbling of the lighter shade in there. So I'm just gonna kind of swirl to make sure I get all of it in. And I like to apply my blush more high up, kind of like right above where I put my bronzer. That is so pretty. Now I can see that glow coming through. This probably has more highlight in it than the diffused powder does. And that is really pretty. Okay, I'm falling in love with these powders. Oh, wow. See, I don't even feel like I need like a specific highlighter because the way that was able to add blush but still highlight at the same time, but it doesn't look like I have blush all the way up here. That's pretty amazing. That's really gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that glossy skin. That is blowing me away, okay? That is really, really gorgeous. Okay, I'm shocked. I'm gonna go finish the rest of my makeup look and I'm gonna give you guys my quick final thoughts on this $68 palette. It's already all smudged and messy. Ooh. Okay, so full face is all done and here is how everything is looking. Honestly, now that it's been sitting on my skin for a little while, it definitely feels like the glow and the shine is really coming through in a really beautiful way. I don't know if it just needs to set for a second to warm up to your skin to give that glow, but you'll see, like, of course, like the blush and the bronzer area are super glowy and stunning, but everywhere else that I applied it is looking more glowy now too, the diffused light. So it's interesting. Interesting. I was really like, oh my goodness, this powder is gonna be life-changing. This is beautiful, but I feel like, I don't know, I'm not sold on that. The blush and the bronzer was kind of like an afterthought for me. Like, well, I want to try all three, so I might as well. The blush and the bronzer is like where it's really at for me. Right now, I would repurchase those singles, but I'm not sold on the finishing powder yet because maybe it was so hyped up to me in my head that I was really thinking that that was going to be bangerang. But here's what it would be good for. If you are looking for something like the Tarte Glow powder, but not as intense of a glow, it would be good for that. For me personally, I like to use this after using my Halo Glow setting powder. So just these two together is already cheaper than buying a single of this. So for me, I would get the longevity of the e.l.f. Halo Glow powder, but then I could put the Tarte Glow powder in the specific areas that I want that extra glow. Let me know what you guys think of the ambient light powder, specifically if you have the diffused or the dim or whatever one of the finishing powders. Like, am I being a little too harsh on this? Do I need to just play around with it? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Subscribe before you go so you don't miss out on future beauty videos. I post 3 times a week, usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And like I said, follow me over on Instagram and TikTok for some extended content at ashleyellix. And I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.